This weekend, Colts quarterback Andrew Luck announced his retirement. Surprisingly so to some, but at the same time, maybe not so surprising. The guy has been dealing with injury after injury after injury, playing through injuries, dealing with injuries. Seems like he's injured from every single facet of the game going into the regular season these past few years. So you can't really blame the guy. He's played his, 6 years in the league, raked in $100 million. You really can't blame this guy for wanting to retire. At some point in time, you have to consider your health over your playing career. No matter how much you may love the sport or the game, you got to consider your own body. You want to be able to live, to be 60 or 70, not to be 45 or 50 and have trouble getting up every single morning and walking. You know what I mean? Like that stuff, it makes absolute sense for why Andrew Luck would not want to continue to play his career, to continue dealing with injuries that are just going to continue to mount up and in the long run be worse and worse and worse as he gets older. Of course, that's when you're really going to start to feel the effects of those. So it becomes quite surprising and absolutely astonishing when you see the Indianapolis Colts fan base boo him off the field at the end of this preseason game this weekend after knowing he was retiring. So they booed him off the field. Probably one of the, saddest sports, sickening, sad. What's the word you're looking for here? Watching fans boo you off the field. We've seen a lot of things over the years, bad performances, booed off the field. Maybe you boo a player that got traded away, or you boo a player that demanded a trade off your team or wouldn't re-sign with you. We see booing in that. We see that. That is sports. People love to see that kind of stuff. But this is a man who is retiring due to health issues. He's worried about his well-being. He's a human being. He's not a piece of cardboard. He's not a robot. He's a human being, and these guys are booing him off the field because he's deciding to put his life before a kid's game. Yeah, we'll call it a kid's game. A man playing a kid's game. And at the end of the day, if you want to boo someone, how about you boo the organization? I mean, if you're Indianapolis, for the past 20 years, you've had arguably a top 3 quarterback in the league, when healthy, for the past 20 years, and you've brought home 1 Super Bowl. Maybe we should talk about when Andrew Luck is injured, they play like the Browns did for how many years, like they look lost out there. I mean, maybe you build an offensive line that can block Andrew Luck for more than 3 seconds. You think about the way this guy played for 6 years in front of that terrible offensive line. Maybe give him a running game. They started to pick it up a little bit there. Maybe give him some defense. I mean, you got to look and say, this team was so bad off. When Andrew Luck wasn't on the field, they went from being a playoff contender to one of the worst teams in the league. That just shows you how poorly that team was constructed in the first place. You can't be booing Andrew Luck here. You got to be booing somebody else. Maybe if they protect Andrew Luck, this never happens at the end of the day. So I hope the best for Andrew Luck. I hope he feels better. It's possible the conspiracy start of him going to the XFL or whatever, or maybe he comes back in 2 or 3 years feeling better and ready for it. I mean, he's still only 29. Anything's possible here. Right now, his well-being isn't the most important, though. I think you got to respect it. You can't be booing him off the field for that. That's a big L. That's my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.